For breakfast, we're having a banana, 2 protein waffles, 1 turkey sausage patty, and 3 eggs, and some protein yogurt, of course. For lunch, we had an apple and orange, and some Greek yogurt, and some pepperoni pizza from my work's food court. What's good, y'all? We are on our way to the gym now. As you guys know, today is our second variation of our upper body day. It's gonna be shoulder specific, so we're gonna do a lot more shoulder work than we did on Monday. So, a little bit of chest, a little bit of triceps, a little bit of back, but mostly shoulder focus. It shouldn't take that long. We're gonna try to, kill our shoulders as much as we can and still get all the other muscle groups on top of the top half of our body. So, should be very interesting, guys. So, ready to go get to work. But as you guys know, make sure you move around. Make sure you are moving. Make sure you're exercising. No laziness on this channel. There's no excuse at all not to be active. So, make sure you're active. But today, guys, what do I want to talk about? Today, I want to talk about not getting your way. Guys, in life, things are never always going to go according to plan. It's never going to be exactly how you write it out, exactly how you envision it, exactly how you mapped it out, scheduled it out, planned it out. That is not the reality of life. And, it's okay. One of my biggest issues that I've had, which I'm still growing, I'm still getting better at of understanding is, when things don't go your way, things don't go how you expect it to, instead of you sitting there being pissed off, pouting, and, blaming others or, being mad about the situation, I just learned that I need to adapt. I need to adapt what the situation. So, what I'm saying? If I'm not able to do something, okay, so I can't do that right now or right in there, or I just can't do it at all. So what can I do that's alternative, right? And I feel like a lot of us don't think in that way. We we just find reasons to get mad, or use a reason to get mad and blame other people, and to make a negative. Sometimes you got to make a negative into a positive. I might not be able to do what I wanted to, or it might not go on according to plan, but now, I got time for this, or now I can do this instead, or now I can actually, map it out a little bit better, so it is a little bit more organized next time I go about what I had planned out. And also, too, guys, like, adaptability is just life. What's Charles Darwin's fucking quote? Or it's survival of the fittest, and it's not about being the biggest or strongest or the most not masculine but dominant force. It's about learning to adapt. The creatures that learn to adapt the most are the creatures and animals that are going to live longer and be able to survive and sustain, the things that life gives you. That's why humans are the most dominant creatures on this planet, because we're able to adapt to every ecosystem, every environment. We're able to, use our brains to, navigate and innovate. So I just want you guys to know, if things aren't going your way, learn to adapt. Learn to take a negative and turn it into a positive. Learn to, do that deep digging within yourself and say, is this really that big of a deal? Is this really that big of a deal that I need to freak out and get mad and break stuff, or, or just ruin my day? No. Figure it out. Figure out other ways to do what you wanted to do. It's just that simple, guys. Like, hey, I could leave the house 30 minutes early to work, right? And then boom, a car accident happens. I'm late to work. I get a point. And I can throw fit and get mad, like, damn, I wish I would have left 40 minutes earlier. Nah, it's not even about that. You left early, but shit that's out of your control, like a car accident, happened. Hopefully those people who are in a car accident are okay. That's what your mind should think. It shouldn't be, I'm going to be fucking late to work. It should be, I hope those people in a car accident are okay. And, maybe I should leave a little bit earlier just in case something like that happens. Maybe I should invest in a different route to my job in case something like that happens, or that's called adapting. That's called being able to adapt right there. It is what it is. Like, for the gym, I just use the gym as an example. You get a new job, right? And your new schedule, and you're used to doing 6 days a week, lifting weights, And you're not able to really do that anymore because your job is so demanding. It's at so many hours, and then you have to take care of your wife and your kids, and you got to do this, do that, and go to church and shit like that. So maybe you can't really go to the gym 6 days a week like you want to. So guess what? Instead of pouting and getting mad about it, guess what you could do? You could clearly just go 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. If that is what you need to do to adapt, in the situation that you're in. So, simply, guys, if things do not go your way, it's okay. And if you fail or something goes wrong, it's okay. Learn from it. Be adaptable. Be able to change things if you need to. Because I'm telling you guys, the people that are most successful are the ones that can adapt the quickest. In business and in sales, the big companies are the ones that can adapt. These successful companies that are billion, like Fortune 500 companies, they just adapt. They adapt to the new trends, the new demands, the new things that people want. You got to do the same thing in life. You got to adapt to the new you that you are trying to create and trying to be, instead of sitting here and pouting like a fucking toddler. And you got a lot of grown ass toddlers walking around this motherfucker. So simply, guys, learn to adapt. I'm not gonna keep going on the same tangent, guys, but learn to adapt, and things don't go your way. It's totally okay. So see you guys in the gym. All right, guys. So we're gonna do 5 minutes on the treadmill, 50% decline, 10.5 miles per hour. My phone's gonna die soon, so hopefully we can finish this workout without it dying. So let's get to work. Probably quick periods when we break. 5 minutes complete. All right, guys. So to start out, we're gonna do some of these machine lateral raises. It's gonna be 4 sets, and then we're gonna go over to that machine I like to use for shrugs, bend over rows, and RDLs. We're gonna do some shrugs. Keep it between 10 to 12, maybe more, because you're gonna count your traps as your back, or traps as your shoulders. It really doesn't matter, but I'm training them as they're part of my shoulders. But 4 sets as well, and we're gonna go to failure the last set for both of the exercises. So let's get a superset going. I will say that it has been very, very, very refreshing to do a new split and doing a little bit of everything for upper body days and lower body days has just been really good. I'm recovering pretty well, even though I'm sore. I'm still recovering pretty well, and I just feel like the volume is spread out a little bit more evenly throughout the week with me doing this new split, and I'm able to really attack the muscle groups on the certain days that I want to, rather than I'm trying to say focus on okay, I gotta get this many reps for this and this many reps for that, and it's because it's hard sometimes to get in and get out of the gym, especially when you're lifting weights. And doing it this way with supersetting different muscle groups and specific days I'm doing things, but I'm still doing other muscle groups at the same time, just saves a lot of time. As you guys know, if I'm doing chest or back, or I'm doing shoulders and triceps, or I'm doing, just different muscle groups, it just allows me to rest one muscle group while training another muscle group, and I can go right to that other muscle group right after, I finish with that set, and then it kind of, I don't need that much break, or I don't need that much time for a break or rest, and then, it just makes things go by way, way smoother, way, way faster, and then also, too, I'm kind of getting some cardio type of, activity too, because not having any rest periods, or having quick rest periods in between sets kind of acts upon that cardio aspect in a cardio recovery set. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds a little bit. You're getting a great pump for 2 different muscle groups, and then also you get the cardiovascular aspect as well too. Especially if you sometimes you're running late, you might not be able to do as much cardio as you want. Doing those supersets will definitely save you time and help with the sweat, help with the huffing and puffing, and help with the muscle burn as well too. So like I always tell you guys, supersets are a great tool, great idea to use, especially if you're somebody who has a limited amount of time in the gym. Now, if you don't have a limited amount of time in the gym, you can be in the gym as long as you want. Then I think the best approach, honestly, is to train muscles separately, and then have decent rest periods, because that will build you a little bit more muscle, just a tad bit. If you have decent breaks in between sets, but not so much that's going to make a huge difference. So if you have enough time, you can take longer breaks. You can specify the muscle each day. If like push-pull legs is a great option. But if you're somebody who needs to get out of the gym, guys, supersetting opposite muscles or adjacent muscles or just different muscle groups entirely will, you know what I'm saying, save you a lot of time. And also, too, supersetting the same muscle, too, on specific days will save you time, too, because, like, as you guys know, I like to do isolation movement, like lat pull down from my back, and then like a bend over row or like a cable row or something like that together with that. So it blasts my back, and I'm like, damn, I'm done with my back in like 30 minutes. I don't have to do anything else. I really don't want to. Maybe some, you know, extra additions, like one or two or one exercise or so, just as an extra addition to complete this for my back. But otherwise, you guys know how it goes with supersets. So put supersets in your plans, guys. But the main reason why I decided to do traps today, or traps with shoulders, that's trap specific, but shoulders is just because, you know, your traps can be considered, it's considered your back, or some people consider your shoulders. Like you kind of, you know what I'm saying, when you're using your back, you're using your traps a lot. And also too, when you're doing shoulder movements, you can use your traps a lot too, especially the upper portion of your trap. So whatever you feel comfortable with, train traps on every day you want to train them. But since I'm doing upper body, it doesn't really matter. And as you guys can see, we're getting a full pump going, you know, trying to go close to failure because our shit is burning it. And as you guys know, with my shrugs, I like to go up, hold it for a second, and go down slow, go up, go down slow. And one thing I would change maybe is I should lean slightly forward a little bit more, just allow that stretch of my traps a little bit more. But I'm feeling good. I want to get these reps out the way, but otherwise my form looks pretty damn good. I really love this fucking machine. As you guys know, it has multiple purposes, and it's just a new good option for me right now with my new training style. And as you guys can see, going all the way to failure. All right, next up, guys, is going to be a fucking smash of our delts. Going to do some reverse head deck for the rear delts, and then also we're going to pair it with some shoulder press just to hit, you know, rear delts, side delts, and front delts. Complete shoulder smash. So 3 or 4 sets, most likely 4 sets if we're feeling good like we are right now. And then we're gonna move on to probably back and chest and finish up with arms. So let's get it done. I'm honestly really starting to really enjoy this shoulder press machine. It's just such a great shoulder press machine because I am seated. So I don't have to use any energy, like with my legs to balance or stand up. All the energy is out of the way. I'm seated and I can put full focus and emphasis on my shoulders. And since it's a machine, I am fixed in a position. So, you know, I don't have to worry about stabilizing or anything like that. So shoulder press machines, I think, is the best option for pressing with your shoulders if your main goal is hypertrophy. And then also to keep your back flat so you don't start to engage your pecs too much. You're gonna engage your pecs a little bit just because, you know, every pressing movement you're gonna engage your pecs just a little bit, especially your top pecs, but to, you know, to minimize the pec use, keep your back flat and don't arch your back because then you're gonna start using more pecs. But as you guys can see, slow and controlled. And look at that face, Jesus Christ. My fucking shoulders are fucking on fire. But as you guys can see, I forgot to fucking film my first set of rear delt flies. Not flies, reverse flies. So that's why I went right to a second set of shoulder presses. And I'm like, God damn, my shit hurt. But here's officially my second set of shoulder flies. So sorry about that, guys. But you guys know, great option for your rear delts. And this shit fucking burns. I'm fucking cooked. I'm fucking cooked like a motherfucker. Golly, I need to fucking line up. Oh my God, look at the fucking side of my fucking, of course I turn my head now. Look at the side of my head, guys. I need to fucking line up like pronto. The only reason why I haven't got my hair done and I haven't shaved the side of my fucking shit to look like a fucking skunk is because I'm filming a film right now. In order for me to, you know, fulfill my end of the bargain with this film and the role I'm in, I have to not change my hair. My character is a killer. He's a psycho serial killer, and I like have to look kind of crazy within the fucking film. So if I like go get my hair done, I'm gonna look too fucking nice and too pretty to be like a serial killer in a film. So it's kind of, you know, conflict of interest if I get my hair done. So as soon as I'm done filming, I'm gonna get my fucking hair did because I look like a goddamn fool. Jesus Christ. But back to the workout. As you guys can see, I'm really trying to push myself all the way to failure, as far as to failure as possible. And here you go, rear delts. And so you guys, when you're doing these, try to reach as far back as possible and kind of come in slow, far back as possible. I've seen one guy, he was like able to almost like fucking literally touch his fucking like wrist together, like all the way back. And I just was like kind of grossed out by the flexibility and the range of motion that he was able to do that. Because there's no fucking way in hell I could ever do anything like that. My fucking back is too thick, too wide, too muscular. I will never, ever. There's no way. No way for me to have that fucking flexibility, mobility in my shoulders and in my arms like that. So to that guy, it's pretty awesome, pretty cool, but fuck that. I'm trying to grow muscle. I don't need to do that shit. I'd rather have big ass lats, big ass traps, and not have full range of motion. I can reach my back a little bit, but it is difficult to reach in my back because my back is pretty big, and I have to have people lotion my back for me because I can't reach the motherfucker. Or I use a towel or some shit to lotion my back, because if I lotion my back, when you don't lotion your back, this shit get dry as fuck, and it fucking, it gets itchy and shit like that. So I had to lotion my back, man. I had to do that shit. So, but I believe this is the last set, and I'm gonna go all the way to failure. And like I said, today's shoulder day, it's felt pretty damn good. It's felt, pretty intense, pretty challenging. And this is like my third exercise for my shoulders, and we're not even really 40 or 30 minutes into this workout. So we're really smashing our shoulders, getting it down really quickly, getting out the way so we can, go do the other exercises for the rest of our body. And like I said, it's prioritizing shoulders, so that's why we did the shoulder exercises first. But yeah, we're almost fucking done with our shoulders, and now you guys see. Milking the fuck out of those reps. See how many left we got. So that was one. That's it. All right, guys. For our back and chest, I was going to do some incline press, but everything's being taken right now. And also for my back, I was going to do some pull downs, but that's being taken as well. So I'm going to stick with some plyometrics. I'm going to do some pull-ups. I'm going to do some dips. Dips going to hit chest, and then some triceps, and then of course our pull-ups going to hit our lats and hit our entire back. So that'll be our movement for today for both our back and our chest. And we'll just do something different next time we come around to this split. So let's get it done. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit irritated that I didn't get to do what I wanted to do for my chest and my fucking back. But it's all good. As you guys know, in the gym, you have to adapt. You have to be able to change things up. You have to be able to have multiple things in your tool bag to be able to, do what you need to do. So instead of complaining and waiting and waiting for this shit not to be used, I just decided to move on and, fucking pull-ups are just a great option for your back, and regardless. Of course, if I had more time, I'd be able to warm up a little bit longer for my lats, but it is what it is. Fucking body weight exercises still, can and are great options for, building muscle. There's so many people that I've seen on YouTube or on social media that just only do plyometrics. And they have, some of the people who do calisthenics have, some of the greatest fucking bodies I've ever seen. No diddy, pause. But, literally, some of the people I've seen who do calisthenics that just only do pull-ups and sit-ups and, crunches and fucking dips and all that shit, all the calisthenic stuff. They have some of the greatest physiques I've ever seen. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want this to be a tool and also some advice. You can literally work out anywhere and do anything, and you can have a decent physique, but just by literally doing calisthenics or doing body weight exercises or doing stuff at home. So, of course, I think the gym is the best, option to build the best physique, but it's also no excuse. You always can move around. You always can do something. You always can exercise. You always can strength train wherever you are. So don't think because you can't go to the gym or you don't think you have enough time to go to the gym that you still cannot be active. But that is a lie. Especially because we have fucking YouTube. We have people like me. We have people on social media who tells you and shows you how you can exercise at home or exercise just use the body weight. I know there's a lot of fucking misinformation, a lot of bullshit out there. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to fitness content, but that's why you look around and you check around and you look at reviews and you look at people's comments and opinions on somebody, and then you make your best assessment. If the thing is working for you that the person tells you to do, then it's working for you. But if it's not, then it's not. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, a lot of the stuff in the gym, a lot of the stuff just in life in general with this trial and error. You try things, and you see what sticks and you see what works for you. And then if it's not working anymore, then you try something else. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are scared to go to the gym. A lot of people are scared to do certain things, but they never actually try. And then, you know what I'm saying, then they try and something works for, you know, for a while and it's not working anymore. And then instead of, you know, change things up, they just say, oh, it's not working for me anymore, so it doesn't matter. Like, nah, guys, you have to be more explorious. I don't even know that's a fucking word. You gotta be more curious. You gotta explore. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta try new things and you gotta figure out, you know, the best ways of doing things for yourself. And, you know, sometimes you gotta go to get different information or different advice and, you know, bring it in to do the best you can. But I'm not gonna lie, my chest is fucking on fucking fire and so is my fucking back. But yeah. All right, guys, 30 minutes done. As I sit here, as I'm recording this or recording this video, I had to let you guys know because it got cut out. I didn't get cut out, but I did do my arms. I did some preacher curls, and I also did some behind the head skull crushers for my arms. I did 4 sets and 12 to 15 reps for each. I just didn't get the recorder because my phone died. Tavian, come on, man. Your phone's always fucking dying, right? But my phone died, so I didn't get to film it. So, you know, I did those sets, and then I went to do cardio, which you guys saw the 30 minutes of cardio after I did the dips. But I just want to let you guys know I did train my arms. I'm still going to put the workout in the comments below with the exercise I did for my arms. But I did preacher curls, and I did skull crushers to let you guys know. So, back to the video. For a snack, I'm going to have a banana and a protein granola bar. I already ate half of it. Dinner, bodybuilding staple, chicken breast, broccoli, white rice.